Good morning, this is Cheryl, Sea Spirit Tarot. Welcome to my channel. This is my school of self, my job, my higher guides have given me in this time of my life. Well, they've given it to me all along, I've just never listened. So I have begun a YouTube channel. I returned to tarot after 20 years and trying to come out of the prison I've been in and conceptualize, bring together all that I have been, because now I'm an old crone, right? And I should have some wisdom here going on. Our first card, Arcturian card, is that of connection. Connection. Our connection to the earth, our connection to the stars. Many connections. It's in the symbol. It's in the sacred geometry. I don't know how this works for you. You might not know how it works for you. But it works deep inside you. We are all looking at these symbols. The symbols of the cards are so important. And the colors are so important. Because that is what's activating codes within us. On this ascension and evolution. And I'm here to work on my throat chakra. Aha. So, yesterday we left off with the Ace of Swords in the Crowley deck. And basically, rid of the powers of air. And my favorite thing he says about it, because, you know, the Ace holds all of them within it, is love is the motive of this ruthless analysis. And we all know that swords, the swords in our head, the swords in our back, the swords imagined, the swords real, it can be pretty ruthless as we go through life. So today, let's see, we'll start with my goddesses. I do Venus. Well, I got Venus. Grace and love. Aphrodite by the Greeks. But I do Venus because the first card we're going to start with is Venus is the Empress. And to match them, because right now, you know, we're trying to integrate, I don't know if integrate our male and female parts, but also the male that's been the patriarch, we don't want to go to hate with him, which, you know, we're women and we really shouldn't do that, right? Because we're receptive and we're love and we're Venus. So this card is for the military dead. And the prayer is, may the military dead, those who fought for their people, fought to survive, fought for honor, and every other reason, be blessed. And you'll see why in a minute I chose this. I'm going to call this a Mars card. Not only does he have the ammo, the metal, he's a male, he's a warrior. And here's Venus. Venus of love, Venus of fertility, Venus of receiving. So that is my pairing of the day. Frequency, it's all frequency, it's all energy. So, the first card we drew today is the Empress. This is a major arcana, this is a 2, this is a coming together. 2020, here's part of the 2020, huh? This represents the Earth. This represents Venus. It says here, I don't see the crown of stars. I see a bird. I see a scepter with a cross. A lotus flower. But here, the Empress sits on the moon. She has a shield here. The male and the female is the dragons, representing the union. Let's see. Sorry to slow that up. Anyway, I thought I'd remember all that. The swan, to me, I see is the enlightened human soul. The colors are beautiful. Actually, colors of the high heart and the throat. And I guess this would represent some water, even though it is definitely an earth card. We have a very earthy reading. So, harmony of the universe, daughter of the mighty ones. Love and let love rejoice in every shape of love, and get thy rapture and thy nourishment thereof. Ween goddess stands upon the moon, harmony of the universe, wisdom and understanding. Now that is the Tree of Life keywords, but we also know her as fertility and creation, the receptacle. This would be a Taurus card. This is an Earth card. We are dealing right now with so much Earth energy in releasing karma, reviewing, breaking down structures. It's what's happening. It is what's happening. Our society is changing. Our world is changing. Pretty cool. So I'm just doing like keywords like that for the Crowley cards, because those are the ones that I am most interested in, because I pretty much kind of know the other definitions. Now this one's interesting. This is a 4 of disc, Lord of earthly power. Now, this is the sun in the middle decans of Capricorn, another Centurion card. This is actually, if it's Vedic, you know, here we have Saturn, there they have Kali. But Saturn is what is releasing the karma. Saturn is what we're reviewing. Saturn is the leaders of the military, not the warriors that are going out there. Okay? So here, we're coming in we're looking from the top, and we're coming in, and then we have the 4 elements surrounding as fortresses on the moat. And Crowley's word is power, and it is a stable platform. And if your elements are balanced, you're pretty stable. Fortress that is upon the frontier of the abyss. Now, you know, we're down in the dirt with all these cards. Well, not so much the Empress, because she's major arcana. And she's wisdom and understanding. But understanding our spiritual descent into matter, into this dirt. The Lord of earthly power, Sun in Saturn. I mean, and as I mentioned before, in Vedic astrology, Saturn was born in the shade. And he was born because the sun's wife could not come so close because of his dazzling fire. She sent basically a proxy. So Saturn is always trying to prove himself to his father, the sun. But here in the middle decan of Capricorn, he has received some maturity. And this is a very stable card. This is where we are at right now in the music of the spheres of the planets. This is all Earth. Yesterday was all Earth. And as one friend pointed out, did you notice that the lady in the red dress, you know, was Empire, and she was an Empress too. Empress comes up. It's the rise of the divine feminine, the equality for all. Our final card is another Earth card. This one's a Virgo. This is Mercury in Virgo. I think Mercury rules Virgo. Lord of Wealth. This is actually the Tree of Life configuration here with the planets, the original 6 planets, and some kind of Hebrew lettering that means something that I don't know. This, we can descend no lower than this. No, this suit can descend no lower. Every other suit at the 10, which is the climax of the descent of matter, and it's the signal to reincarnate fresh at the top of the cycle. Because when you get to the pinnacles, everything is enveloped within them. So, Lord of Wealth, Mercury in Virgo. Some movement in this card. Mercury, Quicksilver, the mind. Coming out of the dirt, back up into the air. Okay? Earth. A very earthy reading. And a very stable reading for universally where we're at right now. The ascension, the ascending of the divine feminine, the ascension of all into love and balance, the stability of cleaning out what needs to be cleaned out for the new earth to arrive. And I wanted to pick a card because another significant thing that's going on is Uranus and Taurus. Many changes coming in with land, with our currency, the internet. But anyway, I didn't know what card to pick, so I picked the Fool, because the Fool is represented by Uranus. And I had this card yesterday. This is our Pan card, all enveloping. So yesterday I had a Council of Earth, and today I wanted to pay some homage to the Earth. So the cards we have, are 3, 4, and then 10. Both receptive numbers. Receptive, I'm going to say be receptive to the Council of the Earth. Be receptive to be in your body. You will ascend in your body. Be receptive to go into nature, to the elements. Be receptive to be quiet, listen, and hear. That is the advice for today. The moon happens to be in Aries. And that's okay, because that gives, of course it's okay, it's what it is. It gives us a little bit of fire drive. And I just love, so we got, Mars and Venus. Another divine couple, right? And we are looking for connection. You can take connection on about 100 different layers, can't you? And I drew, this is a deck that I put away, I get out, I put away, I don't like, I do like. But I drew 2 cards because I just wanted to continue with the earthy. In fact, I was going to say this reading is brought to you today by Lapis. And everyone gets on me, I don't say it right. Labradorite, which actually I consider a Merlin stone. I consider this more of an Isis stone, maybe. This stone is older than time, they said, in my sources of melody that I use, the books I use. So, pretty cool, the 2 cards that came out. Stripping the illusion. Stripping the illusion, which is actually what we're doing. Is there a good place for this? I got so much sun coming in here. So much light. Can't complain about so much light, huh? Stripping the illusion of what's been fed to us and what we've seen and not real. Because now our frequency is raised enough that we can see these things. And that is where the breaking down with the Saturn and the Pluto is coming about, and our society is making major changes. We're actually coming into astrological configurations that completely correspond with some real major things, like oh gosh, what am I I just lost that totally. Oh, the Revolution of 1776, right? Was that what it was, 1776? And many more other things around there, but you can check those out. Molly McCard's got a real good series on it that she's posted there. It's not real long, and it's to the point. So, stripping the illusion. And there we are. I am a being of violet fire. I am into this violet thing. The second card is very Saturnian. Slow but steady. Slow but steady. So, be at peace. Be patient. Step back. Stand behind the short wall. Observe. Don't react with triggers. Let this all unfold. And be so grateful that you are a part of it. And you are a part of raising this energy. So that was my reading for today. Lord of Earthly Power. Lord of Wealth. Slow but steady. Continue on our path into this new year. 2 + 2 is 4. Stable foundation. Many blessings. I love you all. If you sat through this, this is my lesson of me for my self-realization, and I'm learning the Thoth deck. Many blessings, and thank you very much. Leave a comment if you can help me. Thanks. Bye-bye.